Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show with VSA 360. I'm your host, Martin Wong. As we have come to pretty much expected the presidency and also President Biden meeting, which is somehow stable, I suppose, stable news, they call it stable relationship, and that's pretty much what has seen in the market after the next big rise that we have previously in the US market here. Now we probably have likely to be a stable movement. The market didn't fall much, just waiting another catalyst. We are still in the mid of November, which is more upside to come from. Don't believe me? Always learn to read the chart. Now, of course, those of you who is with us, I thank you for coming, and do share and like this video in your timeline in here. Now let's get on to our breakfast show. Now for the VSA breakfast show, one of our real focus is actually to reach out to all our members and those of you from the public to really understand that you can make a difference in the whole point of reading the market. And one of the things you want to do is able to read the technicals, and that's why I'm your host here, Martin Wong, try to share with you, and perhaps you can also educate yourself in learning volume spread analysis, the lost art of reading the market in here. So right now the KLCI has reached its peak. I'm going to show you the charts going on, and likely to move sideways, and no surprises why the last 2 days after it hit the peak, after the cutoff of the news that we've seen from the US Federal Chairman, where they are not likely to raise interest rate in the market, rebound back. And then now we are in stage 3. So one of the key things to using Pentagon Guide, pretty much we will share with you a VSA 360 and through thoroughly back tested in here, is to pick those stocks that we talk about in here. And of course, in our VSA 360, in this case, we'll be looking at NS, which is the confirmed no supply and advanced screener that will help you really effectively give you the edge, unlike other types of tools out there in here. Especially if inexperienced, VSA will do the hard work so you can benefit in here. And of course, we do have a special final promotion, as we have get a feedback from many of you would have missed the 11/11 sale due to your away or was preparing for the long weekend, which is the Diwali, and also traveling. We have the final and last promotion, which is the 18th of November. All right, so you can go to our website or WhatsApp 010-266-9761 to get more details on our premium membership in here, to find out how you can benefit from some of the idea that I share about in here. Now VSA 360 has the stock screener, VSA indicator, stock comparison, FA stock analysis, intraday alert, and our regular training right in here, which is our weekly training in here. Now do take note, for live Facebook right now our schedule or program has been changed in such a way for our Monday session, the even week we will be doing the Bursa KLCI, and the odd week will be doing the for the even week we'll be doing the US Smart Robi, and for the odd week we'll be doing the Bursa KLCI. So you get a bit coverage on it. And of course our VSA 360 comes with our powerful insider buying, sell and buy guide in here, and we'll be looking at some of our TradeVSA 5 things that you need to know to start off the morning here. Definitely once you have logged in and you want to go on to the dashboard, and you could see everything is still green Pentagon, so that's very positive, and that's what we expect when the market, they tend to follow very closely, that you see here 17. So KLCI now is down -4 points, okay, and this is where it is. And what's really pushing this currently is the foreign funds flow that you see on top here, which we did have one very minor -5% outflow, but other than that it was 192, and then the market push up. So generally this is what we feel it is whenever you have a lot of foreign selling, and of course this also tied to the stronger ringgit that we have. So going forward we are positive that this market likely to move much higher from where we have over here. In terms of, let's look at the healthcare. Healthcare is strengthening. You can see from here, from last week to this week. Then you have the telemedia. Let's look at technology. Okay, technology is slightly weaker, right? And the other sectors, construction has gone weaker. Transportation has gone weaker. The only one that is doing is utility. But overall, you can see pretty much of a lot of the indicators that we are seeing here, many of them and slowing down. Now let's take a look at our KLCI screener. You can see everything is green Pentagon with the exception of red. Technology being I think one of the most potential. You can see here a nice pickup until the next over high here. And also not to forget is the healthcare. All right, the healthcare here started to pick up. You can see Kosan, Hatalega, and also Top Glove will be posting the kind of result that we need. You can see many testing to the upside, uptrust, 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 uptrust. Then finally broke through a nice pullback. I do think that this market will start to pick back and retest back the old high. So keep an eye on this one in here. Knowing this will put you in favorable in here. Now there's a lot of news on construction that we've seen so far in here, and also it's green Pentagon just started. It's been looking up for a nice breakout, but all the good news which is coming up from the construction sector, including also the Selangor plan which was on the news today. But the market looks like distributing, and that's why usually the stock market usually distribute ahead of time before they can really do that in here. Other thing, plantation. You can see plantation looking to pick up too. The nice breakout in here, and I think this is also partly in terms of the CPO report that they are saying that will likely to go higher from here. So that's where the market is picking up in here. And KLCI, of course, which I will talk about here, just turned green Pentagon, and of course you can see this is where all the old high, looking at here, many points. But I do think the 1500 breaking up to the upside is possible going from here onwards. Now, if you like what we've seen so far, do give us a thumbs up and like going forward in here. Okay, of course. Now let's take a look at the next is the stocks alert watch list. Now remember, these watch lists that I set out is some of those that I have shared those stock trade idea with our members on a weekly chart. So normally once you set it up on your stock trade idea, you can put up in your alert here. You can see La Forme, right, hit the upper price high. Hyaptek also hit upper price high. TradeVSA also moved. That was about 53 minutes ago, and no surprises if you look at Hyaptek and also TradeVSA. Those are the one will be quite profitable, which is we do pick them up on our Monday session. So do join us as we do have the sales the 18th of November. Not all the time we do these sales in here, and take note, and you're able to join our weekly member and explore some of these stock trade ideas that we have for you. And of course, let's take a look at the alert center, and we have seen some Derby turning green Pentagon, Axiata REITs, and some of the RHB Jewel has turned red. SKP turned also green Pentagon, which is quite good. That's the one that's been falling a fair bit in here, and that's the one that I wanted to showcase to you. All right, so that's on the VSA 360, 5 things you need to know. So once you know those, you can see pushing ahead, then you'll know what kind of sectors you want to be focusing right now here. All right, now as I said before, the KLCI on a schematic map in here. Good morning, Nora. Okay, good morning, thank you for coming. The KLCI right now is in stage 3 distribution. All right, and may mark down, so watch out for the markdown in here. So knowing that, that's important. So once you get that markdown, then we'll see a stage 4 markdown in here. So keep an eye for that one. Else, we do hope that once the pullback is over, you can see the long tail, which is what is this long tail here. Let me just show you in the chart here. This was this very long tail you can see here, right? This long tail was interesting that the market spring back up, and I do think sometimes this kind of mistake that is made on the KLCI Bursa or maybe one of those stocks pushes up in here. We do see many times the market, but right now you're getting a double top resistance, so generally you will see the market pull back. All right, that's correct, Rosmadi. And we expect pullback sideways right now. And if you look at the KLCI futures, which is the leading indicator, it had hit plus 4%. Okay, once you have a plus 4% market pullback, and I do think that 1454 is a good level if you want to be picking up some in here. Foreign funds still stay inflow, staying above the 200-day moving average, which is this. So that's going to be giving out. So once the pullback is completed, we assume the resumption of the uptrend is likely to head on. Now, also we want to share with you for part of our sharing of knowledge in VSA, saying to understand why charts fail and how red pentagon has worked. Now we can see from here, VDAT is one of the stocks is in discussion here. As soon as it turned green, pentagon started to move up very nicely from 48 to what cents to about 59 cents. Yeah, 59 cents. That's a big move. But notice as the market tried to ram off here, you did have a one-day notification, which was the red pentagon, right? So that's how it exists before this big sell-off that you had. But more importantly, is also have the what we call the VSA 360 insider report. Okay, the insider report will tell you there's a lot of selling here. There are some buying in here, some selling in here, and then the market extremely falls. So somewhere why this is important is because we did see some of the insider selling here. You can see that, and as such, we actually went in right on the 11th of September. Okay, which is around here. So we entered it, we exited here when we saw some of these in here, and then we made something like 7%. Okay, on this. No doubt you can get a bit more, but at least we avoided this big sell-off, which eventually went down back to I think 46 cents would have, give everything back in here. So usually for those our members, when we talk about those weekly trade idea discussion for our members so they can follow it, this is actually a good a way to see how to trade the shorter terms in here. So members, just take note of this one here. And also for this week, the advanced no supplies screener. So for the 14th of November, right, we have a couple of candidates here. We have UWC, all right, which I'm going to share. But take note of the Leong Huat, okay, because technology, we are thinking it's going to be positive here. And also Leong Huat of the poultry. Ocean Cash is very small volume, so that's the one we don't want. This one, LBS Bena, remember constructions, it's taping off. That's why we want to understand the sector in here. Sam Darby is about $4. So let's take a look at these two stocks. I'm going to share with you here. Okay, and first one is LHI. So LHI is Leong Huat is no supply here, but market breakdown, so that is not a good entry. Normally when we see the no supply, when it started to break down here, we tend to give it a miss. Let's take a look at next one, UWC. Right, you can see no supply in here. All right, so this is a point, slowly pick up, but it's a low risk here. And usually you can also wait for the green pentagon before you pick up higher from here. So those are the 14th of November, just picking up from the date. There are a couple of better ones. You can also look into the NS screener. Now in our insider buy and sell, right, always check out what is good. And let's look at the last episode that we have. Globetronics, you can see Globetronics, the market push up, lots of buying in here. And you can see even this week, right, the continuing buying they have, but it's holding up above the 153. You got a little bit of uptrust, but I do think that judging from the insider buying, that looks good. 10th of November, we have Syntex, and let's take a look here. Still a lot of buying you can see here, so the market likely to hold, not ready yet. As I said before, through our back testing, these kind of stocks are good to buy for if you are beginner. But of course, those of you who wanted to make the kind of a short-term trading, right, possibility is our trade idea that we discussed on the Monday side of it in here. Now this week, let's take a look at this week in here. We have CY Park. We have two buy here, so next week we'll take a look at that one. And then we have Tenko, one buy here. Okay, Tenko, one buy here. And so we have This is the one that we missed. You can see Southcon had a green pentagon with a lot of buying, and that's the market started to pick up and move from here. So those are the one that I think when you have the green pentagon with the insider buying, this market is likely to push up higher and higher from here onwards. So stocks can really go up from here. Okay, now reverting back to our VSA membership in here, which is the membership drive that we are doing, the 1811 sales intake currently is ongoing, the 7th of September to 8th March in here. You could see some of our members have done pretty well in here. I've talked about this a lot. So Sukumaran with a 67% gain, so forth. So our final promotion will end tomorrow at midnight. So for those of you who are listening in here, you want to take this up in here, else in here. So good review, and I'd like to hear your feedback. So that's all we have for this morning in terms of our trade. And if you want us to look at any stocks, feel free to pencil those in there. Else we're going to stop here, and we will be back on Monday for our Smart Roby show. That's all we have. Thank you for coming, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button in here and for our Monday breakfast show.